All right, after recently watching the Sonic 3 trailer, which was amazing, by the way, Shadow the Hedgehog, getting our first look at that. Um, we know Shadow's going to be the main villain in this movie, but I want to talk about a character that isn't exactly the most popular in the Sonic universe. And I want to touch on Amy Rose real fast because um I was looking forward to seeing her in the trailer. We didn't see her in the trailer, but I guess the question is it a possibility they were hiding her in the trailer for some particular reason just to get a nice reaction from the fans when we actually sit down in December and watch this movie?
Um, I'm gonna be strong on this. I'm gonna say no. I'm kind of thinking that she's not part of this movie, but who knows? Like going forward in this movie, we didn't expect Keanu Reeves gonna be voicing Shadow because this is a pretty crazy Easter egg if you think about it. Um, in the first movie, Sonic is a very his favorite actor is Keanu Reeves, and his favorite movie is Speed. If for those who haven't watched Speed, is a pretty good movie. I mean, it's '90s, but it's neither here or there. But whatever. It's gonna be pretty crazy. Like Amy Rose, do I expect her to see her? No, I don't. But could she be like important in this storyline? I think so. I mean, Shadow has a love story in this. I think we're going forward in this movie that I think that Robotnik's cousin is going to be pretty important in the storyline going forward. So I think Shadow is going to have a strong love interest, and I think I mean not Shadow, but Sonic should have one as well. So Amy is not too far fetched to see her come out in this movie. Are we ready for it? Not really. I mean, I personally for me, I'm not against it, but like I just think it's too early, it's too soon. I mean, I know this is the third movie, but it's going forward. But I mean, I feel like this is like I feel like as going forward in this movie, I feel like we're heading to the right direction. It's becoming more of a Sonic movie, more adult theme. But I like it's not a I couldn't see her not being in this movie. So like with or without her, it's a possibility. But I ain't against the idea. So that's just me.
I feel like it's we're going to have another Black Panther 2 situation where we have too many characters to develop in this Sonic movie, because I feel like this the shadow storyline is so complex, where I can see in this third movie that we can do a whole bunch of flashbacks of him having memories of Maria, and then just seeing the character just unwind at how he became such an evil character. And then of course we get the redemption thing, where there's a piece of information that he missed out on, and then the possibility of him being like, okay, I can be good now. But as far as Amy's concerned, I've been trying to figure out what would have been a perfect time for her to come back. Well, for her to actually be put into this universe. And honestly, if you think about it, how the first two movies have went so far, if you put her in the second one, I feel like that would have probably been the most appropriate. But I feel like in the second movie with Knuckles, they left a little bit too much off the bone with that storyline.
I can agree with you on that. I just feel like there's not enough room for Amy, but going forward, I could see a possibility with Amy going in this movie, coming in and like having a strong impact for Sonic, but like for a love story and like having someone to lean on and grow stronger and have someone like, how do I say this, like a strong love interest and not just care for himself, but for his friends and his family. And then also for somebody he calls his lover. But I don't know, like, to be honest with you, I just don't feel it yet. I feel like just rushing it, but is that a possibility she could be in here? Like I said, going back to what I said earlier, it's a possibility. But we'll see what happens going forward in the movie when it comes out. Or release, I believe it's in December, right? Yeah, December 2024. So we'll see like going forward. Um, to be honest with you, I'm not against the idea of having her in the movie, but like little by little, bro. Like, to be honest, I feel like Shadow is enough right now. I feel like just going forward, if you're going to introduce Amy, you need to introduce a lot of characters too. And that's the problem. hate to do this, but like you have to introduce a lot of different characters if you're going to introduce Amy in this movie, bro. I just feel like that's just too much right now, and this is just number 3 going in the franchise. Keanu's enough. I don't think we need Amy.
Why you keep calling him Keanu? He is Shadow the Hedgehog.
Oh, yeah, but we getting Keanu to like voice Shadow. So like this is important because I feel like this is pretty interesting because it like I never thought this was gonna happen, but now seeing this coming into fruition is like it's crazy though. Like I can't believe I'm still stunned that it's happening, and I'm still kind of like disbelief that it's gonna happen. But like to be honest, we got the trailer and everything, and I like it. I grew up with Sonic, bro, and I've been waiting for a Shadow character to come out and like do something about this in this franchise. And now they're getting it. It's crazy. We got Keanu, and one thing with me with Keanu is that I don't like when Keanu talks too much. I don't. And it's just like a John Wick character for me. He's not talking too much in the trailer. I like it. I love it. I want more of it. I would just want to see like an ass whooping for all these characters. But Amy, I don't know where she fits in the storyline, bro. I just don't see it. But I could see it because he had Maria in his past. So therefore, if you're gonna have that kind of story for a love story, you need to have Sonic have a love character too.
How about they both be in love with her?
That'd be crazy.
So think of her as like, let's just say, damn, she would already have to exist into the movies already. But I was thinking maybe he would like Amy would be in a dangerous situation in the course of the movie, and then he'd be like, damn, she reminds me of Maria. Let me save her. It's almost like in Sonic Adventure 2 when Rouge was in trouble and he had a flashback of Maria, and then he used Chaos Control to save Rouge off of what was that, Prison Island? I think it was called Prison Island when they set the bombs to blow up the island and used Chaos Control to save her. So if they were going to do it, they would have to figure out some type of concept where they can put him into a situation where he have to save Amy, or again, I know this is off topic, but Rouge Rouge somehow. But I feel like that would be kind of disrespectful if you added Rouge before you added Amy to the universe.
Facts. If you're gonna introduce Amy, like to be honest, you can't introduce Rogue before that. But now thinking about it, because I didn't think about it now, but damn, if you introduce Amy and Rogue, I ain't gonna lie, bro. That'd be pretty tight.
So they introduced one character, the last 2 movies. Well, technically, because I want to say obviously the first one was just Sonic, and then 2 introduced Knuckles and Tails.
And this one, so we only got Shadow so far. So there's 2 more characters missing. Oh, bro!
You got Gerald Robotnik. That's gonna be a character.
Okay,
based off in the trailer, and then you're talking about possibly Maria as a character too. And I feel like adding Maria before you add Amy, well, Shadow itself, I feel like adding Shadow to the series already before you add Amy was kind of disrespectful too.
Why?
Because Amy has been here a whole lot longer. Like
but like I don't know, bro. Like if we going back to Sonic CD, that was like 1990. Let me see, 3 or 4. I feel like I'm a little bit like off.
Like because Shadow, if we're being honest, that was supposed to be a one-time deal.
I want to say yes, but I'm against that idea because he's so important in this franchise now.
Now he is,
but like it's so hard to say that because intentionally he was only meant to be appeared one time in the franchise. That was it. Tell me.
Okay, so I'm gonna clarify it up now. I feel like she should be in love with Sonic and Shadow should be in love with Amy, and then we had to figure out a way for, and let's just say at the beginning of the movie, like, you know, in the opening, you know, Sonic is running around or whatever.
You trying to do that Naruto versus Sasuke bullshit, bro? Like, fuck that,
like
bro.
hey, that would have to be the way they would do it. Like he's running around and then he sees Amy and he saves Amy because she's in trouble. I'm assuming because like I don't know, I can't think of anything at the top of my head. This kind of put me on the spot, but he saves her and then she said, "Oh my God, thank you so much," and then she just follows him home, and then Shadow Boom comes, and then he's like, "Oh, she's pretty. I like her," and then boom, there you go.